Good afternoon. It's me, Larry, and I'm coming to you live from Stevie's room. Today's discussion is geared to the dog people who have questions about cats. Um, Not every person who has dogs is in that boat. There are some people who have both, a dog and a cat. There are some people who have had a dog and a cat, and they understand the distinction between the two species, and the personalities and such of the two can differ even amongst themselves. But then there are a group of people that have dogs that really don't understand cats. I do not see it so much the other way around. I think that there are a lot of cat people that they love the friendliness, the social, all of the aspects of the dog, but they still are a cat person. And there are reasons for that too, which I won't go into. I could do a separate video on that, but this is more towards you have a dog and you just don't get what it is about cats. And I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to force cats onto you in any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to act as an interpreter and help you understand some things that you may be questioning and never got the answers to. So, with that, I'm going to start with the first one, which is the person who has a dog goes up to a cat that's at some friend's house and they go to pet it and the cat pulls away, or the cat even swats at it. um, Understand that a cat um, with another cat will swat at it, and typically, excuse me, a swat is considered an act of aggression. So when you go to pet it, they don't know if you're being aggressive or if you're being friendly. Generally, a tame cat learns that it's hands of love instead of hands of pain, so they act accordingly. But not every cat is willing to be um, so generous with letting that go unnoticed. So they might pull back or they might swat back. Um, Give that time. Some cats simply don't like to be pet. Um, they don't understand why a dog. There are cats that the dog comes running up to them and greets them at the house. And why doesn't the cat do that? Well, there are some cats that do. I have cats that cry when a friend leaves or when my housekeeper leaves. They go to the front door and they cry. When there's one cat in this house that when my housekeeper comes, he drops everything and comes running to her. It's not even like that with me. Um, he adores her. You saw in my shorts the video of one of the cats on my friend Osvaldo. You know, he's sitting on his shoulder. I don't let the cat jump on my shoulder. It hurts. He does. And the cat knows to jump on his shoulder. So their personalities are different, and they're different with different people. Um, uh, you know, I have cats that even have dog like behaviors, but I don't expect dog like behavior. Tutti has dog like behavior. You see the big 22-pound male cat. He would someone when he was a young juvenile, he would go out there and play with the other cats. He'd play similar to a dog. He's somewhat clumsy too, like a dog. Like when it comes to agility, cats really have agility. There are some agile dogs too. I'll credit that, but this is just the jumps that they can make, the climbing that they can do. There's certain skills that they have, and if they as they get larger to let's say the size of a dog, that changes even more so. I mean, you take a cat that's a wild cat, they can jump further, climb higher, run faster. I mean, they really. The large cats on the outside in the wild, um, you know, have a lot of skill. And so our domestic cats that we have in the homes um, are they have similar little behaviors. Like they mark their territory when they're not neutered. They claim each other. Yeah, that's another thing. A dog person might ask, why does the cat rub up on me? Why must they do that? I mean, here I am sitting down, my clothes are all clean, the cat comes and rubs up against my leg. What they're doing is they're claiming you as a possession. they smell their own scent, the dander that they've rubbed on you. It means they like you. They might say, well, why is it that when I write a book, here I am writing a check or reading a book, and the cat comes and sits on top of it. I'm writing a check and the cat, well, that's because the cat is saying, what's so special about that book? Why aren't you looking at me? It's a subtle cue of wanting attention without coming right out and getting all in your face about it. They're doing it by planting themselves right in the middle. And yes, there are people who can't necessarily get their work done if they've got paperwork in front of them with a cat without it climbing all over the papers. They really are very special and sophisticated and misunderstood. Um, and then people say, well, why is it that, a dog will protect me and a cat, well, there's that famous one in California where the dog was attacking the child and the cat came running out of nowhere. And there's a few like that. Cats will defend, but again, it's on their terms. They will most definitely defend their kittens. A mama cat will defend her own kittens against an animal 10 times the size and die doing it if need be. So there is a very special relationship between the animal, the mothers and the babies of the mother. I took in a mama and all 4 of her kittens once, and it was such a unique and special experience. 3 of them are still alive. The mom is gone, and 1 of them is gone. So you may have other questions, but these are the ones that just came to the top of my head. I hope I've answered some of them for you, and I hope I gave you a greater understanding that all these animals are here and deserve to be recognized for this wonderful traits that they have and offer that bring happiness into the lives of the people who bring them into their homes and hearts. It may not be a pet that you might choose, or when you see one on the street in the wild, you might say, well, gee, that cat is wild. Why is it here? Well, it's there because behind that cat on the street was a human somewhere along the line that neglected it. That's how it ended there. It wasn't because it wanted to be there. All of this stems from humans. So I hope I helped clear some things up for you guys. And once again, I do love the dogs. I do love the cats. I've even rescued a few dogs. For me, it's like a hot potato. But I found, luckily, they were microchipped, which is something very important to do with your dogs. Just so you know a little bit about, before I go, cats are free roaming in where I live, but dogs are not allowed to be on the street. They will be picked up, and it is imperative that you have your dog microchipped because they're given a timeline. And if your dog is missing, first thing you do is check animal services. I would even go in person because they may not have updated it in the computer. You want to be absolutely sure. You want to go with pictures. You want to have that and have that dog microchipped current. And of course, try not to lose your dog, but at the same time, protect yourself so that if it does get out and on the street, it gets back to you. So with that being said, be well, be safe. Thanks for listening.